I believe every single one of us has genius within us. I believe every single one of us has this brilliance longing to see the light of the day. I believe every single person on the planet has a mighty mission and is available for a magnificent obsession in their own original way.
Now, is there an exact formula for this? Well, not exactly, but there are certain principles and disciplines and actions that anybody can do. And when they're combined in the right order, they add up to a success system that never fails. You can use these principles and disciplines to jumpstart your success and help you attract more of what you want in your life.
Every day in your life, you gotta weed the negative and you gotta fertilize the positive.
I think a winner is somebody who gets up every single day and fights the fight against doubt, fights the fight against fear, fights the fight against laziness and procrastination, and forces themselves to do the work so that they can become a better person, so that they can see their dreams come true, and so that they can astonish themselves.
If you're waking up every day and you're not taking steps to be the CEO of your own life and managing your day and running your own life, you're gonna be an employee. It's gonna run you back, and it will. And there's days I've woken up and gone through the motions, and sure as death and taxes, something comes up, and because I wasn't in the right mindset, it took control. It ran my day.
Everybody has the desire to do something, but they don't have they don't know how to really complete the process of dedicating themselves and having the discipline to do it. If you got the desire, you got to match that desire with your dedication, and you got to match it with your discipline. It may not happen at the moment that you want it to, but you got to understand the process. Everybody wants it yesterday.
What happens is a lot of people set goals, and they have this big goal, and they look at it like this giant staircase. And they're like, that just seems impossible. There's no way. It looks too hard. It looks too much work. And they don't ever start. They set a goal. Yeah, I want to be at the top of that staircase. It's easy to write that down. But when they go to actually start climbing, they just go, that's just too. True. But if all you did was just look at the first step and get on that first step. And then when you're on that step, just look at the next step. That's it. Don't look up. Just look at that next step.
You got to understand that it's not going to be easy. People think that there's no challenges. Again, people want it yesterday.
You get up feeling gratitude, if you get up feeling empowered, if you get up feeling whole, if you get up feeling unlimited, why would you worry about whether it was going to come or not? You would feel like it already happened.
Stop saying, I can't do this is too much for me. Because every time you talk like that, all you do is make yourself weaker and weaker and weaker.
You're like a magnet. And what comes out of your mouth will be attracted to your life, and you'll become it.
My prosperous thoughts create my prosperous life. I am attracting miracles into my life. I am so happy now with my perfect life.
That's how we should live our lives, waking up with the understanding to expect the unexpected, and something unusual should happen in our life as a result of our efforts. And it's just those beginning moments where it begins to happen that we begin to prove to ourselves how powerful we really are.
Most people want the convenience of transformation without the inconvenience.
What we do is we kind of check out because it feels overwhelming, or we check out because we're afraid, or we check out because we start listening to self-doubt, and then we make these teeny tiny decisions all day long. We don't even realize it. decision to not get up on time, a decision to not eat the right thing, a decision to snap at your kids, a decision to not speak in a meeting, a decision to not look for a job, like whatever it is. All day long, these tiny decisions that take you so far off track. And then you wake up and you look at your life and you think, how the hell did I get here?
The reason why a lot of people won't become who they want is because they're too attached to who they've been. And you hear it all the time when people say, I've always been this way. Okay, well, if that's working for you, keep doing that.
Every single person who has ever done anything worthwhile or exceptional or difficult or extraordinary, anyone, whether it's great artists or authors or mathematicians or whatever it is, everyone encounters difficulties. There is no easy road. It does not exist. It is impossible. Everyone has issues. When you come up with excuses for why other people are successful and you're not, that is dangerous. When you give yourself an escape, yeah, well, that's easy for you to say, you know, you do this, you do. Trust me, everybody has a hard road.
Just negative talk gets us in so much trouble.
Life is not always going to make sense, but how we have to keep moving forward. How you can't let a season of mourning turn into a lifetime of mourning. I know that's not easy. I haven't been there, but I know living depressed and bitter is only going to pull you down and make it worse.
But it's not enough to just have the mind involved. Thoughts are the language of the brain, and feelings are the language of the body. And how you think and how you feel creates a state of being. When you combine that clear intention with an elevated emotion, the freedom, the joy, the inspiration, the genuine love that you feel or gratitude from that experience, the moment you do that, your body, as the unconscious mind, begins to believe it's living in that future reality in the present moment. Now you're moving into a new state of being, into a new personality. And a new personality creates a new personal reality.
Don't you know that when life gets better and better and better, it's always because you're forward looking? And by forward looking, we mean looking in the direction of that vibration that is emanated from you.
Did you say thank you today?
I think that's the most challenging form of spiritual discipline, is to live in gratitude. There'll be nothing ordinary about your inner life from that point on. Close your eyes and think positive thoughts.
Whatever comes out of your mouth will begin to affect your life.
You have power in your mouth. The power of life and death is in your tongue.
I stand here in my greatness. I own my light. I own my brilliance. I am bold. I am courageous. I'm perfect in my imperfection.
Every moment of every day, no matter where you are or what you're doing, you matter. It doesn't matter who raised you, you matter. It doesn't matter what they did, you matter. It matters what you do because you matter.
You win at life when you do the work that makes you feel uncomfortable. We look at winners all the time. We celebrate our greatest heroes in business and in sports because of their outcomes. But the fact is, nobody stops and thinks about the fact that those champions, those winners, spent 10, 20, 30 years getting up day in and day out and doing the work. So a winner is somebody that wakes up every morning, pushes themselves out that bed, and does the work to become a better person.
You got to get up early. You got to make a list. You got to show up with a great attitude, and you got to get it done.
Getting up in the morning and setting your priorities is very important. If you don't fill your day with high priority things that mean everything to you, that inspire you, your life will fill up with low priority distractions that don't. You got to give yourself permission to be the most magnificent you can possibly be. I wonder what would happen if you sat down and actually prioritized your life every day, and then went after the most important things and filled your day that way.
And every day, if you wake up and you don't take control of your day and you don't dominate the day as best you can start to finish, life is going to own you. You know, if you're waking up with a negative attitude, you have to be able to step back and self-assess. Why am I in a bad mood? And you have to work from that minute forward to build that tool in your belt, if you will, to be able to assess it, address it, apply it, if you will, and then move forward. If you can do that, I'll tell you, life gets exponentially easier and easier and easier every day. And before you know it, you're working with greater efficiency, more confidence, more determination, and you set yourself on a path to truly self-generate success. But more importantly, you're happy